welcome back to the Best Coin to Shell on YouTube. I'm Sonofasilverstacker. Today's date is June 3rd, 2024, and in this video we're going to be looking at the sold listings for the Jefferson nickel and the Roosevelt dimes. You won't even believe what we're looking at here today. But before any of that, if you're new here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We're trying to get to a bazillion subs. That's a mighty big number. Not sure exactly how big it is, but it's up there. It's way up there. And remember this, we're always live and never edited. So you know what? It's going to stay on there. Now, here we find ourselves at moneymetals.com. Gold is up 3 1/4 to 23.4150. Silver down on nickel to 30.56 and still hanging in tough above that $30 threshold. Platinum down 10.10 to 10.3855. And then poor palladium there down 9.70 to 9.3970. And could we see palladium drop below that $900 threshold in one day? Absolutely. It's probably one of the most volatile precious metals out there. Now you're looking at an in-stock American Silver Eagle, whose premium is $8.59 for a quantity of 1 through 39. They're going to be paying $39.15, and they will buy those back for $32.54 each. Next up, the bullion sales at the United States Mint. They're updated every weekday by 5 p.m. Eastern. And since we are in the first week of June, I would suspect that we would see additional numbers for May. We have seen 2 reported days for May so far, once last week, and then I believe on the 12th or the 15th, somewhere in there. Maybe the 12th was actually a weekend. I think it was the 15th. Either way, hopefully we'll see more additional sales, right, added to May, because we're running real light over here. Look at that, 1.6. Yeah, that's lowest so far out of all the months we've got here. Now, let's speak about running low right here. This is circulating coin production, and it says cumulative figures are updated monthly. Well, here we are at the beginning of the month, and I would expect the United States Mint to update these numbers today. And remember, when I actually highlight these, if new numbers have been added, the highlight drops off. Okay, so this is really interesting. We've had no movement, no anything since, well, last month. And this is remarkable, folks. We are at a time when we really need to pay attention to what's going on, especially now, because we could see the United States Mint add more, 5 cents and 10 cents, to their production runs. We easily could see that, right? And this could happen this week. So we really need to pay attention this week to find out, because those sales on eBay, they could all come crumbling down if the 5 cent and the 10 cent have more numbers added to their total production. This is really interesting, folks. So let's go ahead and check out those numbers in a second, but I want to show you Denver. You're looking at 29.76, and what's interesting is you've got 2 decimal places here, and I don't believe any of the other figures here have the 2 decimal places except the grand total here because of these nickels here. And what's interesting, look at that, 0.2, right? Oh, there's 2 decimal points there for the Native American dollar. Bam. I didn't notice that. See, live as it is. So that's interesting, the Native American dollar and the 5 cents. What's interesting, I think the question I have is that will the United States Mint actually strike more nickels and dimes for the uncirculated sets? And if this production run includes that, wow, right? So let's go over to eBay. Check this out. This is the 2024 Jefferson nickel roll, and these are the sold listings as have ended recently. So you got June 2nd. That was just yesterday. This sold for $46 with about $7 shipping. Wow, that's amazing. So it's about $53, right? That's amazing. Look at this. Actually, that's not so bad. $2.20 for 1 coin, and you get free shipping. Do they have a lot of them now? I don't know. But look at this, PDNS, and that's got the proof. The silver is non-existent. You'd have to go all the way back to the war nickels to get a silver nickel. But wouldn't that be cool if the silver proof sets, the limited edition, or even just the silver proof sets, had a 35% silver nickel? Wouldn't that be something? Look at this, $265. I think some people out there doing some bargain hunting. Look at this, $50 right there, free shipping. That's $3 less than the other one. Look at that. Bam. Now, is that the one to own? Is the Denver at $975 for 1? That's incredible, folks. $787 for P and D. Right over here, $45 with $3 shipping there, $40. So yeah, remarkable. And would you have ever suspected to pay $15, almost $16 for 2024 Lincoln cents, or Zinken rather, right? Jefferson nickel and the Roosevelt dime? No way, right? For 6 coins? What's the face value in that? 16 cents? You got 20. I mean, that's what, 32 cents there? 20. Yeah. Wow, right? Incredible. $40 there, $13.95 for the PDS, $139 for 3 of those. Is that the best? Do you buy in quantity? Look at this. 2024 nickel rolls, $70. That was on May 23rd. So it looks like prices are coming down a bit. but not a whole lot, folks. And where the prices are not coming down, you got to see this. This is remarkable. Now, this person scored a box of uncirculated 2024 Denver dimes for $333. That's amazing. Look at this. 2024 D Roosevelt dime, 4 rolls for one price. Bam, $30 a roll. Isn't that something? Look, the same story here, 4 rolls. 4 rolls, somebody's selling in quantity. That's remarkable, folks. That is something. And do you have any Roosevelt dimes? I sure don't. Nope. But that's incredible that somebody is able to pick those up. So kudos to y'all who are able to pick those up. Send me one, please. Wow, right? Did you ever think this would happen in 2024? And there's probably some good reasons why the United States Mint isn't striking any more additional Philadelphia, Denver dimes and nickels is because, well, there's so much circulating coins out there because the Mint went gonzo from 2020, 2021, 2022, and possibly, potentially 2023 for their circulation strikes. And now, here in 2024, well, because there's so much circulation coins out there, the United States Mint really doesn't need to produce anymore, and so the Federal Reserve Bank isn't going to order anymore. And we had seen the Federal Reserve Bank did put out a PDF file that I showed you the other day saying that the United States Mint should focus on higher denomination coins. And let's face it, those lower denomination coins make them lose money. And at a time when seigniorage, I would imagine, is probably at an all-time low, or at least really close to it, the United States Mint cannot afford to make any more coins that make them lose money. It costs 3 cents to strike that Lincoln cent and get it out there into circulation. Costs 11 cents for the Jefferson nickel to get out there into circulation. So that's a losing proposition all the way to the bank, right? Literally and figuratively. Now, here we are. We find ourselves in the uncirculated coin set subscription, and it ships August 29, 2024, and it is a $29 product. But here's the thing, folks. You're going to be getting that nickel, you're going to be getting that dime, and you're going to be getting the rest of the strikes, that zinc and cent, as well as the Kennedy half dollar, and all of the American women quarters, as well as the Native American dollar. What's missing, is that American innovation coin. So it'd be amazing if the United States Mint actually added that to the circulation set. But let me show you here. What makes this circulation set amazing is, well, check this out. We'll go here to the description. It says here, U.S. Mint uncirculated coins are struck on special presses using greater force than what is used for circulating coins, producing a sharp, intricately detailed image. The coins are sealed in blisters and displayed in folders. So what I'm seeing here, folks, is that these are going to be better quality, all right, than, guess what? Yeah, the ones that we find in the bankrolls here, the ones on eBay for really high dig money, right? That's a remarkable amount of money. Would you pay that much? Not so much. I wouldn't. Now, you're seeing here this product about 190,000 only, and let's look at that. So 190, you're looking at what, 280? Probably more than that, 190. I can't even talk right now. Was that 380? My bad. So only 380,000 of these are going to be taken off of this, right? So it's really minuscule, but they will be beautiful strikes. And honestly, we haven't seen any mint state strikes for the Jefferson nickels and the Roosevelt dimes. What does that mean for their price? So look, if these cost $46 for a roll, what is the cost going to be for a Philadelphia or Denver strike in a mint state 68, 67, or even a 69 from one of those uncirculated sets? I think we're going to be seeing prices for the nickels just go sky high. And I think the same can be said about the Roosevelt dime. However, I think it's easier to get a higher grade in a Roosevelt dime than it would be in a Jefferson nickel, just because of the size and the weight of it. I think when they're striking these coins, because they don't really make an impact. You don't see because look, in quarters, because they're a little bit heavier and when they process, and even the Kennedy half dollars, when that reeded edge strikes the face of that coin, it can leave some really interesting marks on there, right? So you don't necessarily typically see those on a dime. So I would think that the dimes would be easier to grade in higher grades. Now, obviously, the Jefferson nickel does not have a reeded edge, right? So on those, you get these harder lines when those sides of those edges coins strike those fields, right? So that's pretty interesting. That's why you see lines, right, instead of reeded edge marks on those particular coins. Now let's go to the plus ones, folks. This is something I've been dealing with all weekend long, and it's Proverbs 17:9. Man, I tell you, the soul searching I've done this weekend. Proverbs 17:9 says, "He who overlooks an offense promotes love, but one who harps on the matter alienates a ruler from himself." And I think what that means is that a victim of an offense who chooses to ignore it wins love. But if he keeps complaining about it, the result will be ill will and alienation of important people. So guess what? We got to rise above it and let it go. Now, no matter how hard that is, that's the answer, right? That's tough. Yeah, right? Now, over here to 99.9 KOI Coin News Radio. This is Men at Work. It's called It's a Mistake. And this is from the POV of a mid-level military man, a commanding officer, maybe not. But he's trying to figure it all out and trying to learn something from his superiors. It's an anti-war song, so if you're not down for that, maybe, who knows? But it is an important song from the 1980s. It really is. And it gives a lot of perspective and a lot of soul searching as well. So that's it. I want to thank y'all for coming. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, sub the channel. It is free. And I think that's about it, folks. I will be probably going live today at 11:30, so I hope to see you then. Stacker out.